Every day, United Way of Greater Nashville brings our community together so every child, individual, and family in Middle Tennessee can thrive. Right now, 1.2 million Tennessee households are working hard but still struggling to make ends meet. Nearly half of Davidson County families and a third in Williamson County live below the ALICE threshold. That's asset limited, income constrained, and employed. But did you know that last year alone, United Way partners helped meet nearly 500,000 basic needs across Middle Tennessee? That means thousands of Davidson County students started school with supplies this fall. And kids in Williamson County get free books each month, all thanks to the United Way and its supporters. Your workplace can be a part of supporting the United Way's vital work today, because when employees give together, morale grows, businesses thrive, and Greater Nashville becomes stronger. Learn how your workplace can help at unitedwaygreaternashville.org/workplace-campaigns. Together, we're lifting up Middle Tennessee, meeting needs today and building stronger communities for tomorrow.
Today on CityCast Nashville, with Christmas just around the corner, I'm chatting with Laura Hartley from Tennessee Littles on Instagram about all the holiday activities here in Nashville for kids, like Pictures with Santa, Grinchmas teas, holiday light shows, visiting reindeer, and so much more. It's Tuesday, November 25th. I'm newsletter editor Margaret Kingsbury, and this is what Nashville's talking about. I'm going to open with a contentious question. If you had to choose between these 3 holiday events to take your kids to, which would you choose and why? So here are the options. There's the Gaylord Opryland's Country Christmas plus Ice, Zoolumination, or Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. Which one are you going to?
This is such a tough question because I feel like these are 3 of the events that Nashville does really well every year. But because of the ages of my kids right now, we're 5, 8, and 10, I'm going to say Ice at Opryland.
Oh.
This year, their Ice exhibit is Charlie Brown themed, and we are big Charlie Brown fans. And so I know that they will love all of the theme that it is, but also the things that they offer, the snow tubing, ice skating, bumper cars, all of that just really fits my kids right now. Plus, I don't know if you've heard, but they are doing it's called Snow, Pomp, and Circumstance show. And it's like a Cirque du Soleil show that's going to Broadway, and it's premiering here first in the Tennessee Theater at Opryland. And we saw a snippet of it, and it's so entertaining. It's only about an hour long, so it's really, I think, quite perfect for kids. And I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. So I've been to Gaylord Opryland probably like a dozen times for their Christmas thing. But this year I was like, I think I'm going to skip it this year. But then I saw that show and my kid's really into theater. So I was like, oh, well, I guess I'm going again this year.
Yeah,
so,
I know. I'm very excited about that part of it, and that you can go and do that because it's really in a different part than the ice and all of the exhibits, because that honestly can get pretty expensive if you do all of the things. Even if you wanted to go and see like in the hotel and see the lights and eat dinner and do the show, you could almost do that separate.
Yeah. And we might do ICE this year. Public schools are working with the library to give, if you read 5 books, kids can get a free ticket to ICE.
Yeah.
So
yes.
we might actually do that and
That's
go
great.
to ICE and the play. But I will admit Zoolumination is probably my favorite of the 3 big holiday light events.
Okay, well, confession, I've actually never been to Zoolumination.
What? You've never been?
It's crazy, and I don't even live far from the zoo, and I don't know why. I think I always think, oh, I'm going to do that after Christmas, like because it lasts longer, and then I think I must just be partied out by that time. But I have a Tennessee Littles teammate who just went this week, and she has the pass and said that they go all the time and love it. So I think I'm going to have to go this year for sure.
They also have some performers. Last year was Chinese acrobatic dancers that put on a performance, and it was just a lot of fun. I love going there. So tell me about Cheekwood's Holiday Lights. So why didn't that one make your top?
Truly, we love Cheekwood everything, and we do go to Cheekwood Holiday Lights. I will say, I think that for the activities and things, my husband and I like Cheekwood Holiday Lights better. It just feels cozy. You know, you bundle up and get some hot chocolate, walk through the lights. It's really fun, and we have a good time doing it. But as far as like the excitement, I think that my kids would probably prefer ice.
That makes sense. And when my daughter was younger, we'd put her in the stroller and go to Cheekwood Lights.
Yes.
And
Quite
she
perfect
enjoyed it
for that. Yeah, for sure.
So those are probably the three biggest Christmas events in Nashville. But let's dig into some other things. Are there any good drive-through lights?
Yes, I feel like there's several that keep coming up that are tried and true that people do every year. We actually quite often go to Chad's Winter Wonderland. It's $25 a car. You drive through. They have a concession stand that you can stop and get, snacks while you're driving through. They have a Santa sighting, a Grinch sighting, and we just really have enjoyed going to that one.
Where is that one again? Is that Lebanon?
It is Lebanon. Okay. I was thinking, because Dancing Lights of Christmas was the other one I was going to say, and I know it's in Lebanon as well.
Oh, yeah, you're right. They're both in Lebanon. Okay, I think that's the one I was actually thinking about.
Chad's doesn't do a lot of advertising, I don't feel like. Like, they're on Facebook, but I feel like it's not maybe as busy as some of the others are. But it's really nice. This year, we're actually going to try Franktown Festival of Lights, which is out there in Franklin, that benefits Franktown Open Hearts nonprofit, which I think is really cool. They are doing this year on select Wednesdays in December, starting next week, actually, where you can go and you can actually walk through the lights if you want. So it's still kind of by the carload. But if you want to get out and walk, they have like an hour and a half where you can walk through instead of drive through, which I think is kind of fun.
Yeah, we've always gone to the Franktown Lights. I think mainly because it benefits a nonprofit. But last year you could roast s'mores. They had a fire. You could roast s'mores.
Very cool.
So we like that one. We might do the walking Wednesdays. We haven't done that before, but it'd be good during like Thanksgiving break or winter break to do that.
For sure.
While the kids are out of school. So are there any neighborhoods in Nashville that have really good Christmas lights that you can just drive around in?
Gosh, this is so hard. And I feel like it changes every year, but some that I do know are pretty steady in this. In East Nashville and like Laughlin Springs area, they have the Laughlin Springs Holiday Lights kind of contest festival. And so along Fatherland and Eastland and all in there, they have great lights. They have the one sidewalk that has the candy cane arches where that you can walk through, which is really fun. There is a place in Laverne. It's called London's Lights, and it's a family who has decorated their house, and you can actually park and get out and tour there. In Donaldson, they host Hip Donaldson Lights, and there are, I don't have the exact street names, but they have several streets that all participate in the lights. A subdivision in Franklin called Cottonwood Estates really does a big job of their lights. And then I think kind of like Belle Meade area in general, kind of down Woodmont near Estes Road. I think just looking at all the big houses that are really done up really pretty is always fun to look at. I have a Google Doc that I have been compiling, and I'm happy to share if we have show notes or anything.
Yeah, definitely do that.
Just crowdsourcing places, giving suggestions on neighborhoods that are participating in lights. So I'm going to share that again and hopefully get some additions to it. But I have what's on there from last year for sure.
There's one place that I wrote about last year. It's Lutz Lights in Bellevue. They have tons of lights that you can get out and tour, but you can also drop off clothes for MNPS students. And it wouldn't surprise me if they have a canned food drive because they usually have stuff like that.
Love it.
Where can kids go to see Santa this year?
So many places. I feel like Santa is everywhere this year. Of course, the malls. You can go to Green Hills Mall, Opry Mills, Cool Springs Mall. They all host. A lot of them you can do reservations, so you don't have to wait in line. I feel like as a kid, we would just wait in line forever at the mall to go see Santa.
You can even reserve spots for your dogs too and pets.
Oh, okay. I love. Yes, we are
at the mall.
That is what we're living in. Yes, for sure. But a few free places that you can go. The Nashville Farmers Market on December 6th is hosting Santa. You can come and get pictures with Santa for free and meet him. Another one is the Bass Pro Shop always does free pictures with Santa. A really cool one that I think is very Nashville is the Ryman hosts Santa every year. This year it's December 6th, and you can go and see Santa at the Ryman and get your picture, which is amazing. Their hours are on their website. So adults can book a tour to tour the Ryman. Kids always tour free with adults, and the adult tour is not that expensive. And then you can go and Santa will be there for like most of the day. So you can tour the Ryman, fun Nashville thing, and get to see Santa on stage, which I just think is really cool.
I just saw that today and added it to our event calendar.
And then another one that came across my radar recently is Lucky Lad. We all know Lucky Lad does amazing fall festival stuff, but they have some really great holiday things too. And they are hosting Cookies and Cocoa with Santa on the weekends in December. So it's various packages and things, and you can walk through their lights. They have like a mile-long light path that you can do and all kinds of events, but you could do Cookies and Cocoa with Santa there.
Do your kids like getting pictures with Santa?
No, they don't. They don't at all. Sometimes we don't even do it. Their preschool used to do like pancakes with Santa, and that's where, but now I don't have any preschoolers. So I don't know what we'll do this year.
This is the same with my kid. Like some parents, you have to get the picture with Santa and that's fine.
Sure.
Whether you like it or not. But I've always just asked my kid like, hey, do you want to take a picture of Santa? And she'll be like, there's Santa. Be like, yeah, that's Santa. Do you want a picture? And she's like, no.
Yeah, it's never, for sure, me growing up, it was always a big deal. And I love it. I have such good memories, but it's just not been a thing that is really taken with us. So
yeah, every kid is different.
Mm-hmm,
yeah, I didn't do it when I was a kid either. And maybe my daughter will want to have pictures with Santa this year. Who knows? So Nashville no longer has a downtown Christmas parade. Are there other Nashville area parades you would recommend?
Really, depending on the part of town you're in, you can find a parade. The Franklin Christmas Parade, City of Goodlettsville Christmas Parade, Hendersonville Christmas Parade, and Columbia. Those are all the first weekend of December. So they kind of all seem to fall that same weekend. Quite similar, all of them, with the parade, a Christmas tree lighting, lots of family-friendly fun. Those are probably the closest ones, I think.
Bellevue has a parade now, too. The first one was last year. So now this year will be the second one.
Did you guys go to that last year?
We did. She had swim lessons, so we made it for the last half of it.
I will tell you, Franklin always does a great job, downtown Franklin, I think, but downtown Columbia is such a sweet little spot. Very just small town feel, and I bet that their parade is pretty cool and just all of their holiday things. But I was going to put a plug in so downtown Nashville is not doing a parade this year, but they are having a holiday market at Walk of Fame Park. It's also the first weekend of December, which seems to be everything, but they're doing a tree lighting. They have Santa's Village where you can drop off your letters to Santa. They have crafts and activities all day on that Saturday. So it's a Thursday to Sunday, December 4th through the 7th. The idea is to have almost like a German Christmas market, which we actually went to last year for Christmas. My husband and I did, and it was magical.
That's amazing.
But in Walk of Fame Park, it's all free, and it's all kind of contained. So you can walk around all of these nights. The family-friendly focus is probably on Saturday during the day.
It looks really neat. We might go do that. We'll see. Because there's always, you're right, that first weekend of December. It's like,
so much.
What are you going to choose to do? Because there's everything. So what are your family traditions for Christmas?
I don't know about you. I feel like December is not long enough. And there is a reason people start celebrating Christmas before Thanksgiving because there's just not enough time. But some of our favorite family traditions, really, one of them starts in November. We do a thankful chain the whole month of November and write down something that we're thankful for. And then a lot of times we'll keep that thankful chain up and wrap it around our Christmas tree as garland, or just kind of a fun thing that we do every year.
We did this last year. I can't remember where I got the idea. But we just took construction paper and did strips and wrote on each strip what we were thankful for. Yeah,
it's so simple, but just an easy enough thing to put in your day to be intentional about what you're thankful for in this season. We always do a cookie baking day. So my in-laws and some of my nieces come over and we do a big cookie baking day, usually the week of Christmas, so we can eat Christmas cookies that week. We tend to do matching pajama and movie nights. And then we also, my husband and I we've been married for 18 years, and we make a ball ornament every year at a pottery place. And whatever is on that ball, it is a reflection of the past year. It's usually a date night for us. And so we have on our tree now 18 Christmas balls.
Where do you go to? What pottery place?
We've gone to different places. Recently, we go to Brushfire Pottery in Green Hills because that's near us. But we used to go to Third Coast Clay out in Franklin in the factory. Some years we let the kids come, but really it's kind of one thing for us to kind of think about what did this year look like and put it on. But it truly is one of my favorite things about our Christmas tree is getting those big ball ornaments that are so breakable, but we have only broken one. We super glued it back together, and getting to talk about just the things that happened each year. It's really fun.
We do the whole craft ornaments. So all our Christmas tree ornaments are like crafts from when I was a kid, from when my husband was a kid, and now from when our daughter was a kid. So it's like a bunch of paper crafts on there. But
yeah, love it. Are you a real Christmas tree person?
Yeah, we do real Christmas trees. Yeah.
Yeah, we did until we had our third kid. And then my husband and I were like, this is just a lot of work. Let's just take a break for a few years and we'll get a fir scented candle to light. But we might go back, but we're not currently. But I do miss having a real tree. Big Sky Farm is about 45 minutes away, and they have trees, and then they also host various events, Santa events, hot cocoa, live music, things like that. So you could make a trip out of that. Blackjack Christmas Tree Farm, they don't really have events. It's about 50 minutes away from Nashville. Their thing is every tree is $50. So you can they have saws that you can use and you go cut your tree. Thought that was kind of cool. Yeah. Another one, Wildwood Christmas Tree Farm, is about an hour away. This one looks really cool. They have a treehouse playscape. So like a natural treehouse playground that you can play while you're there getting your tree, a craft little cabin where you can make holiday themed crafts. They do hay rides that are Christmas themed. I feel like we need to make that. Maybe when we start getting a real Christmas tree again, we'll make it a whole event. So
yeah. Last year we went to the Land in Kingston Springs, which I live in Bellevue, so it's only about 15 minutes away from me. But the Land has the Christmas trees, and then there's Wonder Gift and Garden that sells small gifts, handmade local gifts from different people. And then the Yorkshire Deli is there, and they have like British pastries and British food. So you can get hot chocolate and a pastry from there. So it's not quite like a huge event, but you can go there and get your tree, get some gifts for people in your family. So it's a nice little hour or two. What are some holiday kid events and activities that you think people might not know about?
I'm going to start with one that is not in Nashville, but I feel like it is such a cool experience that I wanted to share about it. It's the Reindeer Farm in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is only an hour away from like central Nashville. It really is not very far, but the Reindeer Farm has actual reindeers, and you can go and have a reindeer experience, and you learn all about the reindeer and how they live. And you can go in with guidance from the handlers. You can go in and just walk around with them and pet them and take a million pictures with them. It's so cool. We went last year, and it was just a neat thing to do. Like, these reindeer are pretty majestic creatures, and you don't see them that often. But they have their whole farm set up with different activities. So they have crafts and bounce houses and different things. They have some vendors where you can buy things, food. We spent a whole day out there last year and then drove back, which I feel like driving an hour is nothing. Sometimes you drive an hour in Nashville to get to things.
I think I saw you post about it on Tennessee Littles last year, and I was like, I have got to do this. And we missed it last year, but it is on my list to do this year.
Yeah, it's really neat. Another activity that I took my daughter to last year was the Grinchmas afternoon tea at Blue Aster. It's at the Conrad Hotel. It seems fancy. I know the Hermitage does teas as well. This one was just a little bit different. It's a tea, but they have things for kids as well. So Marin got, like a Sprite that was colored green and had red glitter sprinkles in it and things like that. And lots of finger sandwiches and treats, just like a tea would. And then the Grinch is there, and he is just a lot of fun. He comes out and does cartwheels and dances and plays music, and he'll come up and interact with you. And it feels very fancy. It is a fancy thing, but it's also, I feel like, very approachable for kids to experience that in a fun way.
That sounds fantastic. That was not on my radar. What other local restaurants with holiday decorations or events do you take your kids to?
So Nashville, is it me, or have we always done pop-ups like this? Nashville has so many pop-ups, and I love them, but there's so many.
I think this is like the last few years.
Yes, there are so many. But so I have been on the hunt for sure to find some that are family friendly, and there definitely are several. My kids and I actually just went yesterday afternoon to Tailgate Brewery in Germantown, and they have a German holiday market type setup. It's quite simple, but they have lights and Christmas balls just lined the ceiling, and it just makes it so cozy in there. And I love Tailgate because it's pizza and beer, and it's pretty casual. So very family friendly, but it feels just that bit of magical in there. We are soon going to the Pancake Pantry, has their Polar Pub pop-up. It is the Pancake Pantry in downtown, which I know might be a little hard to get to for families, but if you just make it an outing, to be able to go, they are definitely advertising as family-friendly things. And then we have East Nash Beer Works in East Nashville. They have their Home Alone themed pop-up. It should be really fun. I love going there, and we still have warm days where you can be on the playground too, over there. So
you never know in Nashville what the December temperatures are going to be.
Nectar Urban Cantina is a great place. They have a great outdoor space as well, and a great place for kids. Their themed pop-up is called Tinseltown. So like a tent in Tinseltown. And it's a great place for families, and I'm excited about that one. And then the last one on my list is Nikki's Coal Fired, and they have St. Nikki's. So again, can't beat pizza. It's just a cozy place over there.
And you can mail letters to Santa there too. They have like a little mailbox for the kids.
Another thing, the Christmas movies at the Franklin Theater in downtown Franklin, they show everything from Elf to Home Alone, Polar Express, The Santa Claus, How the Grinch Stole Christmas. And tickets are like a $13 to $15 seat for a movie, but you're seeing it in this theater that's very, very fun and a little bit more than like a movie theater, and be able to do something that's kid-friendly, feels approachable. I feel like sometimes you go to things and a movie is just what you can handle. Do you know what I mean? Where it's like a lot of things are a big production, and a movie might just like hit the spot for you to go sit with your kids and do that and still feel the Christmas magic.
Okay, let's end by imagining it's Christmas Eve. How are you and your family spending the day?
Currently, our family, we spend Christmas Eve day is not anything too fancy, but then Christmas Eve night, we go to candlelight service at our church, which we love. And then afterwards, we are all dressed up and we go eat at a fancy steak restaurant. Oh. And it is so fun. And this will be our maybe 4th year to do it. The first year we went, and our kids were, a lot smaller, and we were like, what are we doing? This is silly. Our kids are not adventurous eaters, but they do love steak. They love steak.
My kid loves steak too.
Yes, yeah. And so we had just booked, we were like, let's get dressed up and go eat after we go to church. And so we've gone to a couple of different steak restaurants around town. It's like the one meal that they eat all of their food, and it just feels fancy, and it's just our little family. And then we go home and get in bed and get ready for Santa. So it's really fun.
Yeah, that sounds fantastic. We go on a Christmas Eve hike, which seems odd,
nice.
Maybe, since it might be cold, but we always find some place to hike and take a Christmas Eve hike.
I love that. Like, where do you go?
One year we went to Edmund Warner. Another year we went to Timberland Park, which is on the Natchez Trace. Mm-hmm. We went to Bell's Bend Park one year.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, thank you so much, and Merry Christmas to everyone who's listening, and Happy Holidays.
Thanks. Merry Christmas to you guys.
That's all for today here on CityCast Nashville. And don't forget, you can support this show and get great perks by becoming a CityCast Nashville neighbor at membership.citycast.fm. If you enjoyed the show, why not tell your friends? Rate the show, leave us a review, and subscribe to our Hey Nashville newsletter. We'll be back tomorrow morning with more news from around the city. Bye.